say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Mississippi State's offense will start this game off. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Connection to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll go to the toss. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
On target to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Karapateas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona going back to work with another first down. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing right. Got his man downfield.
And that's just a timing route. I mean, if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lost to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell. Delivers the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball.
Touchdown, Arizona! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you want.
Purdy on the Jets. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the...
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll keep it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Karapateas. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Now on the option. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Mississippi State right back to the line. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Tompkins. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's reeled in. It's Cantrell. And tackled there by the defense. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grab near the marker is Karapateas. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Snap in the shotgun. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive grab.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. They'll line up to go for 2.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
fires it incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Third down play from the gun. He tries to take the top off. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on their great return to improve this field position.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Karapateas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point here will tie the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The short hands. It's Duarte.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
He'll toss it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Karapateas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Got him downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D. Oh, man, the defense has just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got it in the middle, it's Eaton. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They strike first here in overtime.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Right down the middle. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there. But it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dan.
Free. Yeah, right.
If you know Rich Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free